Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Compact Everyday Carry and Gadgets. And today I have another special video for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys my second configuration of the Glock 43X MOS hybrid. And by hybrid, I mean a mixture of the Glock 43X MOS and the PSA Micro Dagger, which is a Glock 43X MOS clone. So both these guns are perfect to own at the same time because you could cross match between them. Before I get into it, the reason why I love this configuration, the reason why I love mixing and matching both of these guns is because for around $300, you could get a PSA Micro Dagger, which comes complete with the slide, barrel, the frame, everything you need. Also 15 round mags, which PSA Micro Daggers come with and are known for having reliable 15 round mags for the Glock 43X MOS, including for the Micro Dagger. So what I like about it is you pay $300 and you get a full handgun, but on top of that, you could cross match every single part of that gun with the Glock 43X MOS. If you're out in the market and you're trying to get a barrel, you're trying to get a frame, you're trying to get a slide, you very well know that you could spend upwards of $300 just for individual parts for this gun. So the fact that you could just get $300 and get a whole handgun that you could cross match with the Glock 43X for me makes 100% sense. So if you own a Glock 43X MOS and you want to get fancy with it, you want to play around with certain things, play around with different colors and just mix and match, or even parts. If one of the parts fails you and you want to cross match them before going out and spending X amount of dollars and you want to just be a little bit on a budget but at the same time have a brand new handgun, then this makes sense for you. Let's start off with what I got for the handgun itself. If you guys haven't seen part one, I had another configuration with both these handguns. This is my second configuration. I will be doing more for the channel for you guys who are interested in it. Before we proceed, anything you guys see on this handgun itself, I will have the links down in the description. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything that you see on this handgun, if you're trying to have a build and you like what you see, then you could go ahead and pick up these things. I'll have the links down below. What I like about all these things that I will be linking is that these things are actually being ran on my gun. So I do rely on these things and I do recommend them. So before we get started, this is the Glock 43X MOS. We are safe in the mag and in the chamber, 100% safe. I always make sure I clear my guns before I even start the video, but I also want to do it in camera for you guys. So let's start off with the Glock 43X MOS is the frame. So down here you see the Talon grips, you see the Streamlight TLR7R sub, TLR7 sub. I have the Katana magwell, which I love. I'm not going to go too in depth into all these things because I have videos where I do talk more in depth about all these things. I have a Warn +2 making this, and it's running on an OEM Glock mag. You could put this same mag extension on the PSA Micro Dagger, turning it into a 17 round. But right now we have a 10 +2. And I have a off-brand Hulk sleeve. I also got some goon tape underneath because this off-brand Hulk sleeve is a little bigger than it should be for this gun. But I added some goon tape underneath it, which made it nice and tight. So that tightens up real nice. Right here, I switched out the pins to some Coyote tan pins. Not necessary, it's just I had a build that I needed that to match with it. And I just never really went back to switching it back out to the OEM blacked out pins. And on top, as you can see, I got the OD green or olive green, whatever you want to call it, the PSA Micro Dagger slide. And I love the way this looks. This looks sick. It has ran flawless. I've taken these configurations. Well, I've taken both guns, the PSA Micro Dagger and the Glock 43X MOS at the same time to the range. And I have swapped out the slides and all that kind of stuff. And so far, so good. Everything runs flawless. The only one thing I have not switched out from the PSA Micro Dagger and even from my Glock 43X is the trigger. I haven't swapped out the trigger on the Glock 43X MOS because I actually like the trigger that this gun came with. I know sometimes Glock triggers are hit or miss, but I've been lucky with this one and I love it. It runs perfect. It feels good. Nice defined wall, crisp break. I just like it. For the PSA Micro Dagger, like I said, you could check out the previous video I did. Those triggers I don't really like because they have that little middle hinge, which kind of resembles the MMP old school safety middle hinges, and I don't really like it. Shooting it doesn't feel bad, but just I don't like it at all. But yeah, that's about it. You could run a micro red dot, which I also like, and it has a nice metal plate. You know, Glock now sends it out with plastic plates. PSA micro dagger gives you a nice iron metal plate on top. Nice metal, some iron sights in the front and back. You know, Glock gives you the plastic sights. PSA micro dagger gives you some nice iron sights. Simple but nice, and definitely do the job, as you can see. So super nice. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I am going to do a third video with another configuration, but that's it for this one. Nice and sweet. Like I said, anything you guys are interested in asking, put it down in the comments. I'll make sure to answer those questions for you guys, and the links will be down in the description if you're interested in picking any of these things up. Like the channel, subscribe, share it. I am going to be doing that membership channel, the membership segment of this channel, where I'm going to be taking you guys out to the range and all that kind of good stuff. And if you have specific questions that you want to make sure I answer, I also have the thanks options down below where you guys could small donation and helps the channel, and we'll definitely get your questions answered. But that's it for now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Glock 43X Mos hybrid with the PSA micro dagger. Thanks for watching. God bless. Take care, guys.